First phase, discovery phase. First thing we do with our clients is we have a kickoff call. In that kickoff call, we want to know time, budget, and quality, right? That's the iron triangle. So when we're managing the project, we want to figure out like exactly like what's your workforce strategy? What prompted you to want to actually look at a different solution? Who are you reporting to? Is your company scaling very quickly? Do we have to have open APIs? What's going on? We really need to know. And 9 times out of 10, I've been doing this for 10 years now. So I've seen a lot of companies grow and I've seen a lot of companies, you know, shrink or go away. And at the end of the day, really, this is a small part of a big picture. However, it does really help you figure out exactly what reporting, what data you need along the way. So if you're a VC or you're a startup and you're, got venture funding, you're in Series A, Series B, PEO is a perfect solution for you. But it also may make sense to free up some cash flow and come off of it. Sometimes PEOs save, sometimes they cost a lot of money. You never know until you dive in, and that's why we do this process. So let's get into it. The discovery phase, we do a kickoff call, we dive into all that. Then if we decide it's something that we want to look at, then our team goes in and we get the RFP data, right? The RFP data is request for proposal. So what they want typically is a PEO needs to evaluate health insurance, which requires the employees like date of birth. It requires their salaries because there's workers' comp. It requires their zip codes. You need their child's information as well if they're going to be on the health insurance plan. Why? Well, it's because we're assessing the risk of your group for workers' comp, for health insurance, for EPLI, for a lot of different things. I mean, this PEO is a really powerful tool for people. And honestly, that's why most insurance brokers they just don't like it. But I grew up in the industry. I'm not afraid of it. I love what they can do for me too, because there's a ton of administration that comes off of my shoulders. And that's why we think that the PEO is a great opportunity, especially for those headquartered in states where there's age banding. It's like in California, for instance, you would think like, hey, I got 20 people, let me go get some health insurance, but you're age banded unless you do a PEO, a level funded plan, or there's a few other options out there. However, most people are going to get age banded. So then you get 56-year-old Dave, and 56-year-old Dave is going to cost you 3,000 a month. But then you got little Jimmy who just graduated college. He's a great software engineer, and you know what, he only costs $1,000 a month for the plan, let's say. So when you're looking at that, right, this could be a super huge decision, and at the end of the day, we got to figure out what's the right thing. So first thing is first. Anytime you're working with a broker, if you're working with a sales rep at one of these companies, if you're working with our team, you really want to have a communication plan, right? Our team, we like to use Slack just because a lot of our clients use Slack. It's easy to get in and out. You want to make sure that you have a cadence like once every week or two, that you guys check in, because this process it can be pretty cumbersome. It can. Then you want to do a timeline review, right? You want to understand like, hey, if you tell me that you want to start on June 1st, which in this case, we're going to go over what it would look like to start June 1st. Really, I mean, this process can get quite, here, let's look at this. If you see here in the discovery phase where we first start off in February, which is it's way back here, middle of February, if we wanted to start June 1st, we actually have a lot of work to do along the way, right before that June 1st deadline. And implementation is going to go all the way through June 15th. So that's like ends up being almost a 4-month process.